Alright, in this video we're going to continue with the tutorial series for the UFO. We just landed the UFO using the vertical flight autopilot, and we're going to take off and we're going to head over to the oil derrick and we'll land on its helipad. So that's going to take a little bit more accuracy and is a little bit more challenging. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump up into our drone control station, turn on the master power for the drone control trailer, master power for the UFO itself, generator on. We'll start our two turbines. As stated before, best maneuvering thrust is going to be 3 green bars. So we're at 3 green bars. Go ahead and set an altitude. I think 150 will get us over the rocks. These rocks, I think here, 150 should be fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to increase our prop pitch to blue line. And we're taking off. Alright, the reason why we took off is I left the autopilot on. So we're actually going to descend back down. And we'll touch down, and then I will, I'll fix that so it doesn't do that. So anyways, shut those off. You can keep the blue one on. That's going to keep these 2 blue bugs on, so that's fine. Our set altitude, we're going to set to 150. When that autopilot mode on, the vertical flight autopilot's on, it's going to control the pitch of the props. That's why we took off. So as you can see, without that autopilot on, 3 green and 1 blue is just going to hover us. So if I just do 1 tap on the up key here, as you can see, it's going to float us up nicely, and I'm not going to touch anything, and it just gently puts us back down. So that's why I say maneuvering is really good at blue line. So 3 green and blue line keeps us pretty much neutral. Alright, so now we'll take off again. We're at 150. That's set in, showing 150 over here. We're going to go ahead, and our heading bug is where we want to be pointed, so we're going to click heading mode on, and we'll click vertical flight mode. And as you can see, we take off nicely. It's going to center us up right around 150. So the oil derrick is 12 o'clock. That's where the platform is we're going to. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold down W, and here we start going. So I'm actually going to increase thrust to max. That's going to help maintain our altitude. Again, like I said, at that setting of 3 green and 1 blue, that's great for maneuvering around. It makes it so it's not too sensitive or choppy if you're hand controlling it. But with this autopilot on, it's automatically controlling our altitude, so we don't have to worry about that being set to max. So we're just going to keep it on max and blue line. And we'll just gently head over. As you can see right there on that green section there, that's where the helipad is. So we're going to use our heading bug a little bit to the right to line up with it. And I'm just going to hold W down. And you see with holding W down, I'll get up to something like 60 knots just doing that. Once I let go of it, with the stability mode on, it's automatically going to try to slow us down to 0 and stop our forward momentum. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll kick the gimbal camera out. And as you see now, the helipad's behind us because I overdid it. So we're going to go right there. And we'll just start gently translate. All I'm doing is tapping S. And if you can even see, you can kind of see a green halo. That's the spotlight. So we're going to use a spotlight to line up on the helipad just like we did last video. Alright, if it was at nighttime, it would be even easier. So next thing we're going to do is we'll start descending. I believe 90 feet is touchdown, so we'll go down to, we'll say 110. Alright, so it's going to just gently take us down to 110. Landing gear is down. If the switch is down, gear is down. Switch is up, gear is up. Alright, so as you can see, the spotlight's a little bit over here, so we're going to just gently tap A, slide over. And spotlight's starting to come towards the center. The gimbal camera is actually a little bit ahead of the spotlight. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll go down to 100. And it's starting to give us a better idea where we are. We need to come back some more. And as you see, we just have that green spotlight. So it's a little bit easier to see at night. Actually, I'll go to night view and you can see that. Alright, so as you can see, we've lit up the helipad really nicely with the green spotlight. go ahead and we'll go down to 90. Yeah, we'll go down even further. All right, so as you can see, the spotlight's getting more detectable. All right, so now we can use the spotlight. We're just going to slide over with the A key. We'll slide back with the S key. And we want to get that spotlight right on the H. As you can see, H is just a hair to the left. Perfect. So right there, as you can see, we're pretty well lined up with the H. So the spotlight's right in the center of the craft. So if we line up with the H, that should make it so that we can easily land right on the pad. All right, and touchdown. So we'll feather the prop. That zeroes the prop pitch. That keeps us on the pad. So I'm going to jump out, and I'm actually going to fly over there, and we'll see how we did on the landing. All right, pretty good. So as you can see, all the legs are on the pad. We're just a tiny bit to the right of the H. But as you can see, even at night, even with the view obscured completely the pad, because we have that gimbal cam looking straight down and we use the spotlight for alignment, we can easily land somewhere, you know, that's really tight, like the like on the oil derrick there at the helipad. So that's great for any tight areas you need to land. All right, so that's pretty much it on this video. Next video, what we'll do is we'll go from vertical flight and we'll transition into forward flight for the horizontal flight mode. Thanks for watching.